In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a maze backdrop for your game in Scratch. I'm going to go to the lower right-hand corner of the screen where you'll see the backdrop button. When the menu opens, I'm going to select the paintbrush to draw my own maze. The canvas that you see is the same size as your game screen, and that is where our maze will go. Anything outside of the white box isn't going to show up in our game. I'm going to select the rectangle tool, and whatever color you want is fine. And I'm going to fill my screen with that color. In this case, it's red. And you can see that the background of my game is now red. I now need to create an inner area of the maze where my character can move. I want that color to be white. So I'm going to draw a white rectangle in that space. I'm going to go up to Fill and move the saturation slider to 0 so that you can see the fill color is now white. And I'm going to draw a white rectangle in the center of my game screen. And you'll see when I drew that white rectangle, I end up with 4 red walls around the outside of my screen. I now need to draw my inner walls, and I'll do that with more rectangles, but the color of these rectangles matter. It needs to match the outer walls of my maze. All of the walls of my maze need to be exactly the same color. And it's just too hard to try to do that by adjusting these sliders. So what we're going to do is select this color matching tool in the lower right-hand corner of the fill window. And when I do that, it will create a color selector. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to select the color that is already there, this red color. If I click, it will change the fill color to that exact shade of red. Now I can draw some rectangles to be the walls of my maze. And you can see that this works very quickly. I can move a wall if I need to. And you'll also notice that my rectangles don't have any outline. If I go up to the outline button, you can see that I've selected no outline down here in the lower left-hand corner. Our maze is going to work a lot better if there's no outline around our shapes. All right, I'm going to draw another rectangle. I think I'll draw one in the center here, and I'll make the end of my maze. I could even do a weird shape like this. That's fine as well. Okay, so now we have my maze, and that'll work fine. Now we need to get back to our coding area. To do that, you're going to click on your sprite, and then you're going to select Code in the upper left-hand corner up here. It's very important that you do that. The coding screen we see right here is the one for our cat, because you can see the cat right here. If I was to click on my backdrop or stay on my backdrop and program in the screen, you can see right here, this symbol shows that I'm coding my backdrop. If I try to do that, you'll notice that there are no motion blocks because you can't move a backdrop. So if you notice no motion blocks, go over and click on your sprite, and your problem will be solved because the motion blocks will show back up because your sprite can move. So that's the directions for creating a maze in Scratch.